All right, I want to read you the very end of this book. Okay? The very end, the last page. I knew since I was a child that the thing that was the flame in my heart that brought me the most fulfillment in life was making money. Not money from a paycheck, but money that I made by myself. Making businesses and working for nobody but myself is what gave me my feeling of self actualization. I really earned these things all by myself with no help. Because of this, I followed that flame I had inside by utilizing my generation's most powerful tool, the internet. This caused a domino effect that led to many things that I have already achieved and as well as many other things that I am currently on the path to accomplishing. It is as easy as that. Follow that fire you have deep down and utilize the fact that we are in the information age and you can learn anything from anyone from anywhere in the world. There is no excuse. Set your mind to be constantly learning about new things that interest you and see where your discoveries take you. Stay curious and pursue that flame in your heart. I did, and doing so changed my life. Now, I wrote this book when I was 17 while I was sitting in a classroom, bored as hell, not wanting to listen to the teacher, and I wanted to write down all the stories that I had, the little tales from when I sold candy in middle school and high school. Okay, so when I was selling candy, I innovated. And the reason that I had to innovate was because I kept having these little things happen, right? I would have my buddies wave their mom's credit card in my face and say, "Oh, I don't got any cash, but I got this." And I was like, "Okay, bet." So I ended up getting a square card reader, plugged it in my phone, and I started swiping credit cards in class under the table. You'd be sitting next to me in math class, and you'd have to pass some guy would pass over his credit card to you, and you'd have to give it to me. And I'd be like, "Thanks for doing that. Like, here you can have a free candy." I'd slide back a Snickers bar, rolled a Mountain Dew back, and ended up doing that because I couldn't even do it. Like, I had to set up under my mom's social security number, and they were about to report to the IRS, and I was like, I gotta stop doing this. So, but that was one innovation. Other, I could go on and on and on, but I mean, I even had people were stealing from Walmart, just like stealing snacks, and I was like, you might as well just steal from me. So it was Target. It was stealing from Target, and I was like, you might as well steal from me. So any pack of gum you get, I'll give you, 10 cents or whatever. So they would steal like 50 packs of gum for me, and I had partnerships. I had 5 lockers across the school. I had um, what else did I have? I had bodyguards that I would literally pay to go after people that owed me money. Um, it was honestly hilarious. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is like that innovation, that experience that I had there. I was like, okay. I even hired people. I hired people from different schools to sell candy for me. So I had like these systems that I was building, and I had this experience of like, okay, well, I could probably do this faster if I had employees. So actually going through that, it was such a great experience. And I do the same thing in this business, right? I realized, okay, I don't really want to do the listings, so I'm just going to automate everything. So I have people that inventory comes in, it's processed through this station where they do photography. They input it into the spreadsheet. From the spreadsheet, a VA receives this inventory that is detailed in the spreadsheet in all the pictures on OneDrive, creates the listings from like, I mean, he's in Arizona, and that whole thing is off my plate. The only thing I could automate left is the orders. That's the only thing that I still do, and it's a bit complicated. I have a bunch of spreadsheets that I use to do my shipping, but I could probably teach someone to do that. But the reason why I had to innovate is because this is a company. This is something that I want to build to be bigger than me, right? I want it to grow to such a point where it actually starts changing the way multiple industries handle their obsolete inventory. Because I'm actually trying to procure about $1 million worth of inventory by February, and I have about a quarter of that already, but I could easily get the remaining $700,000 because I'm hitting hundreds of companies every day because I have automated systems. I'm actually going to show it in the video. This website called Zapier, and I'm going to show that. I'm going to show how I just open your mind to what's possible out there because you can automate all these processes. And the trajectory I'm going down, I've realized the reselling community, the business model, that it's not me. Okay, I got inspiration from it, like I did with candy selling. There's some guy KenyonKen, still on YouTube, by the way. That guy rules. I'll actually put him in the description. But I got my ideas. Everything that I've done, I've got ideas from YouTube. So I started doing candy selling from that guy on YouTube. I got into real estate because of Graham Stephan. I got into this business because of Technsports and Daily Refinement. But I took those ideas and I went crazy with them. I just took them to the moon, right? So I'm going to do that same thing with this. And anybody can do that because, as I wrote in the end of my book, we're living in the age where you can learn anything from anyone from anywhere in the world. Our generation, Gen Z, is the first generation to have this ability to use ChatGPT to answer any question you could even ever think of. So don't just make a business, don't just make a company, don't just make let's say an HVAC company. Don't do that. Everybody else is doing that. Okay, you're just copying a model. Take inspiration from a model, make it your own. Create a whole new market or niche in a market. Why not? You can learn anything from anyone from anywhere in the world. Why wouldn't you just pull all the information from everybody out there that's done it and then just tweak it and make it your own brand new genius $1 million idea? In my case, I think this is at least $100 million idea. And I have the tools to like figure it out, right? Like I had to invent processes to do this business at scale. Watching resellers on YouTube is not going to be enough for me to automate these processes and to get to where I need to be. I need to use tools like AI to innovate and use tools like Zapier to automate all of these processes that nobody's ever tried to automate before. Nobody's ever tried to do some of the things that I've done. So I have to use these tools to just see, okay, nobody's done this before, but if I were to do it, how would I? You can ask ChatGPT this question. Like, I know nobody's ever done this before, but if someone were to, how would they go about doing that? So that's how I've approached this thing. I really believe that as a reseller and you're selling clothes, right? What's going to happen when Goodwill uses AI and is able to automate the process of a piece of clothing going through a machine, automatically lists on eBay in 2 seconds? The whole ship will sink. Everybody on that ship is going. It's over. So you got to be in a niche in a market where you're either the only one in that niche, or you're in a very small group of businesses that are operating. That unless that niche goes down, you're going to probably be okay. And copying a model and inventing a model is two different things. My aspirations are way bigger than trying to go to the bins and buy clothes and sell it online. So if you want to stay here for that journey, join me. If not, I'm not really the channel for you. I'm still figuring out what this channel is going to be, but there's greatness in what I'm trying to do. I just have to find my lane and just go with it. And I'm still figuring it out, but I'm getting real close. So anyways, I'm going to go show you just that example of how to automate just a little process that used to take me hundreds of hours, right? It was literally taking so much time to do that, to the point where I just gave up. I can't email all these companies. Can't communicate with all these companies. I can't call all these companies. So I'm just not gonna do it. So this helped me with that, and I just want to show you just an example. Just get your mind turning of what's possible out there, and it's a way to work smarter, not harder. Okay. Getting serious when the screen recorder comes out. So let me show you something real quick. So this right here is a website called Zapier, or Zapier. And what's cool about this website is you always see it when you Google something that's really difficult, like how to do this on this application that causes this to happen on that application. Like if you ever search something up that's really complicated, usually you get recommended to use Zapier. And I never really gave it a try until my buddy was like, dude, this is going to change your life. You got to try this out. And just wanted to show you what we cooked up in like 30 minutes, just screwing around with this app. So essentially this right here is a Zap. And what a Zap is, it's essentially like a little program. And there's a trigger and then a action. And you can use all of these apps. Like there's several thousand apps you can use. Like there's eBay, Gmail, let's see if there's even like Amazon. Okay, there's like 1,500 little Amazon things. I don't even know what I'm looking at. But it's just crazy how many apps you can use. And pretty much what we did is we set up just this one that's super simple. Essentially, when there's a new spreadsheet row, it reads it and it sends an email. So we go back here. Now this is active, and what I can do is just kind of show you what it does. So this spreadsheet is pretty much a CRM, like a sourcing. For me, in my business, like this is pretty much lists of like thousands and thousands of companies that I have to reach out to procure inventory. And there's this little tab here that I made called email. And when I type in an email, so like for example, I'll type in my personal email. Don't judge. I was 10 years old when I made this. Chaser Sacer. So when I enter, there's going to be a magical thing that happens in about a minute or two. And just so you guys know, I'm not joking around here. Let me get a... Okay, this will work. All right. So in about a minute or two, this is going to load, and you're going to see. All right, there we go. So what's cool about this email is it's pulling my email signature, and essentially it's just a written out email. That's all it is. But I don't have to go back and forth from like my email script and copy and pasting the subject of the email and the all these different things. Like it just takes so much time. So this really helps me out. And what's really cool is you can even set it up to automatically go into like a label. So on my email right here, I get a copy of the email that was sent out. as you can see. So just wanted to show you guys a simple way that you can automate processes that are simple, that take a ton of time. And yeah, just want to keep your guys' mind open to the possibilities out there. That's all. I'm looking into these factors that, as Jeff Bezos would say, you want to look at what are the factors in your business that in are gonna still be important in 10 years. So for me, I'm looking at those things. I'm not looking at, okay, this business is probably going away once AI takes over. So we got to just make all the money right now. It's like, okay, well you're building a get rich quick business. And you're going to learn a lot about business, but the problem is you're not going to be building a company. You're going to be building a short-term business, and it's not going to be around in 10 years. Like if you want to actually invent things, you want to actually create products, you want to actually create new services out there, you can't be watching these guys on YouTube and copying their models. It's not going to work out. You're going to learn a lot about business. So I do recommend starting there, but don't stay there. Take what they're doing and then totally invent, using those processes to invent a new way to do things. I could go on and on. I'm definitely rambling, but this is a pretty legendary ramble, so I'm gonna I kind of let it ride. But that's what this video is about. Yeah, just wanted to put this out there. I think this is the approach I want to take in my channel, just showing all of the things I'm doing to just create stuff and create value in the world. That's what I'm here for. So that's all. Thank you so much. Take care.